Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This is going to be day 190. So let's jump into the game and see what we can do today. So currently 1705. Got the black pieces, e4, e5. And what awaits today's game? Okay, cool. Scotch. Right, I'm still going to play the Steinitz. Maybe not. Or is this? I actually cannot remember what I do here. So I think I just come in and attack the pawn. If they take, they take. But I take with check first. Yeah. So the Steinitz variations, it still works. But I did go to a couple of chess clubs in London, and some of the higher players just say just don't play it. But for me, it's not like the when I play the Rusu Gambit. That just seems to be like completely and utterly pointless now. Whereas this still seems to work. So I think I'm just going to try and keep going with it. I should, maybe that's not the right attitude to have, but so ideas basically, if they take, in fact, I'll give them a check first. They can't take me back because they're pinned. Now that is interesting. So I think I'm cool just to give them a check first and take the pawn. If I take the pawn though, they castle straight away. So I'm going to take the pawn. I'm going to take the pawn. I think they castle straight away. Knight e7 stops the queen being in front of the king, which is obviously very dangerous. And I think if they take now, I mean, looking at a pawn, but if they take, I think pawn takes. I've got a feeling they'll castle. Okay. So I want to do the same. Do I need to be a little bit careful? Do I take first? Now, I'm just trying to think. Okay, knight out, f6. Rook e1. Castles. I don't see why I can't do that. Yeah, castles, castles, castles. And I'm fine. In fact, if they take, I'm going to take back with the queen. Kind of get me out of danger a little bit, hitting this pawn, c3. Okay, so where do I want to go with this is the question. Do I h4? Has that got any potential? Or do I just drop back? And then what? Or do I just try and trade off the queens? Is that a bad idea? I don't think it's that bad. I might try and get rid of this situation here. Wow, okay. Now if I drop back, I'm going to get hit again. So I'd quite like to just be a little bit careful here. Just a little bit careful. Am I in danger of getting this queen trapped? I think if I just drop back, I'm absolutely fine. So that's what I'll do. If I get hit again, then I will just, yeah, A5, just get out of the firing line. Now I'd quite like to take this knight, have their pawn over here. Okay, so I think, am I best just to kind of get out of the way? I think that might be a wise move. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Also hitting this pawn over here. So I need to push this pawn as well. Maybe D5, open up the bishop. I think the only danger is if I take knight, bishop takes, and then they're looking to sort of take out this, take out my knight, and then that just kind of leaves me a bit exposed. So can I threaten to take out the bishop? That's not a bad shout, is it? It just gets me in a slightly better position, no? They can just drop back, but I don't really mind it. Obviously, if they push forward, queen's looking at my queen, so I've got to be cautious of that. Don't get sloppy. Could also try and push them away. Where do they go with that? Knight F5. Slightly concerned that they've got their bishops lined up over here with the queen as well. I mean, there's no immediate danger from what I can see, but do have to be slightly cautious. Now I expect them to sort of drop back. I'm gonna, is this a good knight or is it a bad knight? That's just gonna go right. Okay, so now I don't think this is a bad move either. I'm not just trying to sort of get rid of everything. I'm just thinking, what I'm thinking is this pawn is vulnerable. I've got two things looking at it, but also if they were just to push and they take back, and then I can just jump back over here. F6 maybe. They could defend like so. If so, I'll probably take. I need to get this bishop out right now. I don't know about that. Well, actually, I do know about that. So if I take, queen takes, I take. I'm looking at the rook, but am I going to get this trapped? rook back here. And I just jump back again. Okay, so I am going for it. No, no, whoa, have I just messed this up? I take. Rook takes. I take. Bishop takes. I think I've just mucked that up. I think I've just mucked that up big time. So I'm going to lose a piece. I'm going to be down material, but okay, so they're up a pawn, but I don't think this is a bad move either. If I can just try and get this bishop out, e6, looking at I was looking at this, but obviously knight defense. Can I try and push the knight away? They can't take, so if I push the knight away, then what? Then come in here, potentially win back the pawn. They win this pawn. I can't see. Okay, so, but this just hits both things. So can their dark square bishop do anything? If I drop back, am I just going to get blasted with those? But do you know what? Before that, I can try and just sack off the rook. Not sack off, but okay, cool. Now things are getting spicy. So I think this is the move. No, it's not the move, Jamie. It's not the move. I'm taking. And I'm going to give myself a little spot to try and get out of danger, just in case. Or this. Is this better? This might be slightly better. Now they can try and, well, they can just attack my pawn. How am I gonna? Right, I'm trying to. I think rook over here is not a bad shout. So is it bad? Just I know computer will hate me for just giving up the pawn. So I'm gonna push it forward. Or am I? I'm not. Do you know what? I'm just gonna come in. If they check, I can just go here. They check again. I just jump back and forth. And okay, so now things are getting a little bit interesting. So I'm going to go forward. I think I just take this, don't I? I've got to take. I'm going to take, and I'm going to drop back here, which just kind of looks after this pawn, and the pawn looks after the bishop. Now I'm going to try and get in here as well, give him a check, win this pawn or win this pawn here. So I think that just makes sense. One minute 50. I need to hurry up. Chop chop. I actually like my position better. My king is going to be pretty much tied down. I don't quite see how they protect pawn on h2 or a2. I don't think they can. So they're going to lose a pawn here. Now, can I not just attack everything again? They can just defend. Okay, nice. Now, I don't quite know what to do. I think I'm just going to get my pawn out. Okay, now maybe this. Is that a bad move? They're going to try and come down and try and give me some sort of cheeky mate. I mean, both those pawns are under attack. So I'm just going to take. Still protected. Oh, you sly mother. Ooh. Cheeky. Oh, what can I say? What can I say? Annoyed about that. Annoyed. Um, Frustration. All I needed was just a few more seconds, literally. Ah, that is the definition of frustrating. And wow, 77 for me, 74 for them, two blunders each. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. And I made a yeah, okay, so I know where the blunder is now. It was that. A good move, good move. But then all of a sudden I get myself into a nice position here because that is a mistake and I'm back in the game. Oh wow. So my next blunder is bad. Like really, really bad. So completely equal here. Look at that, 4.3. Look, I mean, I was winning. It's not the issue. Wow, wow, that's mate in one. Mate in one. Oh my gosh. I didn't see it. Wow. Wow, rook f8. Cheeky little mate. Wow. And my opponent missed it. Wow. Okay, it makes me feel slightly less bad about not winning now. And I just ran out of time. 40 seconds here. I should have... It's difficult. When they still got two pieces on the board, it's just... It is still tricky. And here, 14 seconds left. Maybe I should have won this, shouldn't I? Just couldn't make it work. Nine seconds. Oh no, just take the freaking but I had nothing left. Nothing left. Oh, right. So I'm gonna have another one. I've gotta have another one. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. Come on. Come on. Focus. Calm down. Okay, here we go. Wow, the buzz you can get from a chess game sometimes, the emotions, the variety of emotions is just insane. Okay, let me just calm down still. Still calm down. Calm. Okay, right. Fianchetto, if they want to take. I'm actually better off if they take. And let's get this out. It stops the knight coming in as well, which is always it's always a move that they do try and play. So I'm going to get this out as well. Or do I just go straight for the... I'm going to castle first, and then I'm thinking maybe just go straight in. Just take that center, why not? Got a feeling this is going to come in bishop g4. I just palm them away, don't I? Just send them home. That last game's still playing on my mind. It's so hard to shake it off, isn't it? It is so hard to shake things off sometimes. And so they just go back there. I am now going to push. I think that makes sense. If I push again, it seems like not the best idea, but it also gives me a chance to sort of get this in. And if I get pushed, I can drop back here and then potentially back here. Right, okay, now, do I take? Take? I think let's just try and get this on this diagonal here. It's quite nice. Maybe even bishop here. Bishop h3, no? It's not a bad idea. I'm going to just start pushing stuff. I'm just going to go for it. Actually, they could have taken the pawn, couldn't they? Because they could have taken the pawn, I take back, and then they take knight. So let's just wake up a second. Rook A, B1. Well, it's now time to push them away. They're running out of spots. So I push. They've only got one spot, which is here. Then I push again. They take, I take. And I'm kind of, at least my knight's in a much better position. And considering the rest of the pawns have been pushed, I'm just going to go for it. Why not? Okay. So they do have two things now looking at this pawn, which is the knight and the bishop. So I've got two things as well. And if I take, they take back with the pawn. I think I'm ready to start getting stuck in a bit. Why? I'm confused. I'm not sure what's happened there. Okay, so that's happened. So if they take, if bishop takes, then they've got two things looking at it, and I can't do anything about it. So why not rook defend? Is that a bad idea? I don't think it's a bad idea. Oh, oh no, they can't. They can't. Sorry, queen's under attack. Knight's defended. Potentially take the pawn. Take the other pawn. I think I'm looking all right. It's looking okay for the time being. Right, so they go back. Now, I think I centralize my... I take, don't I? I take. Definitely take. Okay, now I've got two eyes. So what about if I just centralize? That looks all right. I like it. Hitting the queen. Our pieces. Look how rooks all over the place. Talk about connecting rooks. I mean, my light square bishops defending my king, pretty much. Dark square bishops all over the place. My queen's on b2. I mean, it's just... But it's not a bad position, I don't think. Okay, so they defend it. Now Now. So I'm thinking if my bishop could get here, queen takes, then that's just a horrible move. So what am I thinking? I'm trying to think like, yeah, it's just, I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry, guys. Brain malfunction. I was thinking along the lines of something like, say, for example, queen didn't take and they tried taking, then I take the rook, but I just completely forgot queen just takes. So that was the most stupidest idea I've ever had in my life. King just feels really vulnerable. So what about I start? I don't quite know what to do here. What about if I push the pawn? Does rook just take? And then what? I'm going to push a pawn. I'm going to push a pawn. It might not be right, but I'm pushing the pawn. I can't see anything wrong with this. Do I have c6? Queen takes, push, take, and then maybe two pawns. Like it's just hitting the queen with the bishop. I mean, okay. I think, do I just take the pawn? I don't see why I don't just take the pawn. Take the pawn. If they want to take, queen takes back. Still defending this pawn. Oh, they're trying to come in there, give me the fork. Now, can I just... This is tricky, guys. It's a tricky game. I think I just try and support this. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I mean, they want to get rid of... I can just jump in here, attack, and replace it. So there's no more anything special, is there? So attacking. I guess I could try and hit my queen again, but I think I then just... What do they want to do? I also think knight out, knight d4. Yeah, b5, c7. What the actual heck? Okay, so trying to see if there's any kind of... What the... Yeah, they said where I was trying to go. I mean, what about if I just try and drop in here? Come in for a check. Oh yeah, that's the one, isn't it? Is there any way to sack anything? Are they best just... Okay, I just think if I jam this in here, that's not a bad move, is it? It can't be a bad move. No, it is a bad move because... Tough, guys. Tough one, tough one, tough one. I'm really not sure. I don't think that's a bad move. Just try and get rid of this blimming knight, because that knight is causing me all sorts of pain. Now, if they come in and try and attack the queen, then I think I mean, that is just mate. But I need to push this pawn potentially. So I'm just going to drop back here now, and then obviously try and push forward and look at the mate. That is what's going to happen. I mean, if they push me away now, this pawn will hang. I'm going to push. I'm definitely going to push. Now, how about pushing? Do I just take? Do I just take? I just take. Defending them attacking my queen. Okay. Can I just push forward here? Two rooks for the queen. Nah, only because my rooks are all over the shop. They are all over the place. So it'd be great if I could have done this, but I just need to hurry up a little bit here. So maybe just get this out. They're going to take the pawn. They're going to take it, but I'm just going to drop over to the side. Yep. Man. Rook c7. I'm winning on time, but I mean, it's wanted the victory, but look, a victory's a victory, isn't it? We're playing 10-minute games. You've got to kind of do what you've got to do. I like that. Look, discovered attack on the queen. Sorry, on the king. So I'm going to just come back here, defend. They could have done that, for example, with a check. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Bouncing around this 1700 mark, but I'm just happy that I'm just happy that I'm there again. I really am. So let's check out and see what happened. My king was slightly exposed, but I felt fairly confident throughout the game. I played with 78.6. My opponent played with 74.7. They had a blunder. I didn't have any blunders. And it started off fairly equal, and then I was just dominating. So yeah, a decent performance, I think. It's so let me just check out what happened. So here, just marginally in front, and as per usual, I'm fairly kind of confident with this whole setup. Okay, so it wanted me to push them first. I just wanted to try and go through the center first. Okay. I mean, I was worried though that if they had have taken and I took back, they would win a knight if my queen was still on b3, potentially looking at my rook and potentially looking at this pawn on c4. So that's why I kind of came back with the queen. And then I do the move which the computer liked a couple of moves ago. Took the pawn. And that was just, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what my opponent was thinking, but... Oh, no, they weren't trapped. They had d7, but they wanted to get rid of it. Maybe they didn't see the bishop behind as well. Oh, okay, cool. I like it. So, yeah, they saw the queen coming in. So, I like it. It's not a bad idea. It's not bad, I don't think. I think hitting the queen was important. And taking the pawn. And now I try to make things uncomfortable because I was trying to eye up this pawn on d6 as well as trying to get a rook over on d1. They defend with the knight. Well, I thought it was a good move. Rook d4. Yeah, that was a good move. That was a good move. It still wants me in there, but I thought... So hang on, my idea was that knight comes in, e7, and then say they knight takes pawn. Bishop takes knight. And then can't queen just take... I might... Okay, but then they win. I mean, that's pretty twisted, but it still wanted me to come in. Then I'll try a cheeky one. Okay, there was a pawn. Should have just taken the pawn, because I think you can't be expecting your opponent to... occasionally it happens, but I think as you move up the ratings, you'd be a bit surprised if your opponent didn't see it. It happens so often, it really does, because it's been lazy. This has been here for ages, and you just completely forget about it. But opponent was sharp. They thought about it, and they played the right move. That's good. Push on there. Okay, now I push on. I like that. That's cheeky. That is cheeky. Looking at the check. No, it wants rook back. Wow, okay. And then that was it. But, you know, we're going to keep going, and hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. And until next time, guys, take care. Sorry the video's so long. Take care. Bye-bye. See you later.